said in there, I'm guessing there was plenty of honesty in there.
Yeah, well, actually we haven't had a chat afterwards. We spoke about it at half-time. We were disappointed at half-time. So we didn't have the urgency and intensity that we needed in the first half. We were a bit better in the second half, but obviously, disappointed. All credit to the Brumbies, they played well. They frustrated us. Tough day.
Make sure you're focused, make sure that collectively it's not factory going forward to Saturday too.
I think it's part of being on tour, isn't it? Regrouping, you get a bit of a knock, you take a disappointment, and it's how you respond to it, how this group of players responds to it for the weekend. So I think a lot of us have been through it in the past, and it's happened before where you've had a knock and just getting back on the horse again.
Can you use it to your advantage? Can it make you stronger, do you think, collectively?
Well, we'll see on Saturday, won't we? So, we've been building nicely. There's been a lot of momentum, and maybe it's sometimes not the worst thing to take a bit of a knock and get a bit of a reality check, and we had that this evening.
Rory, your take on that as captain? I mean, you obviously have to do a bit of talking in that dressing room as well. What did you say?
I think everyone's obviously very disappointed. We came here very confident we could win. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy task. We talked about not just matching their physicality, but beating their physicality, and we didn't even match it. The breakdown, they really smashed us there, and that was very disappointing. And line-out obviously put a lot of pressure on us, and the confidence started to go, and sort of mini units just sort of fell apart, which again, we lacked that little bit of composure, which again is very disappointing.
Were you surprised by that physicality?
No, I don't think we were surprised by it. I think probably the disappointing thing for us was that we didn't front up and match and try to better it. We've seen in the certainly in the Reds and Waratahs game, there has been a lot of physicality there, and we've been able to maybe regroup after 5 or 10 minutes and bring our own edge to the game, and unfortunately tonight, especially in the first half, we weren't really able to do that.
Rory, we only got the pictures, but it looked as though Andy Farrell was saying a few words at half-time. Was he pretty angry?
I think, yeah, we were all fairly disappointed with the way we played, and Andy came in and just sort of, defence is his thing. He has a lot of pride in it. As a team, as a squad, we have a lot of pride in our defence, and it wasn't where it needed to be. We probably weren't working hard enough to get around the corner, to get set, to get our line speed, and I think the disappointing thing, whenever you don't work hard enough, it's hard work, and it's something that we've never taken for granted, and something we've always asked of each other as players, is that no matter what happens on the pitch, we work hard, and we bring that energy, and in the first half especially, we just didn't have that.
So Warren, from what you were saying before, you don't think this will necessarily have a negative impact for Saturday. You actually think there'll be a positive reaction to it?
Well, I can't tell that at the moment. We'll see what happens. Obviously, there's a lot of people in the squad that are disappointed with this evening. It wasn't a great game of rugby in terms of when the Brumbies didn't play any rugby. They've scored we've given them a fairly soft try early on in the game, and then there's just been a battle at the breakdown for the next 75 minutes, and so from that point of view, there's a few things for us to work on. I think maybe it's an indication for Australia that they may compete pretty hard at the breakdown, but I thought the reaction after half-time was positive. I think the guys coming off the bench were good too, so it was a much more a lot more intensity in the second half that we brought to the game, and we reacted pretty positively to that disappointment in the first half.
Warren, anything that you've seen tonight alter in any way you're thinking about selection for the weekend?
I think we'll go back this evening and start thinking about it. Probably need to have a look at the tape as well, and then we'll start trying to put together what we think will be a side to take on Australia on Saturday.